Welcome to this 10-minute yoga practice to open up your hips. My name is Joelle, and we'll meet on the mat in hands and knees, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and beginning with some hip circles towards the right. So pressing into the right side, pressing them back and over towards the left. Just starting to wake everything up here. And then reversing your circle, taking the hips around in a big circle towards the left. Maybe making this movement a little bit bigger each time. Releasing to come to stillness. And start taking some circles with the right knee. So bringing the leg up, out and around, and then switching directions. Getting nice and warm and fast here. Now step that right foot forwards into a lunge. You can keep the fingertips to either side of that foot, or you might bring the hands up onto that front knee. Think about squeezing through the left glutes, encouraging the hips forwards, observing where you feel any stretching sensations, and then bringing both hands down to the inside of that right foot, wiggling it out and letting that right knee fall out to the side. And then bringing that right knee back in towards your shoulder and falling out once more. So you could flow with your breath here, exhaling to drop it out, inhaling to pull it close. And the last time here, planting that right foot flat and holding this lizard posture. You choose whether you'd like to keep the knee towards the shoulder or let it fall out. And you could stay on fingertips, flat palms, or maybe forearms. Really deep opening into this right hip. And pressing your way back up, free up that right foot to find hands and knees. Allow yourself a smile. We'll take that sequence on the second side, tracing big circles with your left knee in one direction. And then reversing. Eventually bringing that foot in between the hands for your low lunge, fingertips to the mat, or hands to the front thigh. And you might notice that one side feels more open. Great thing to observe about yourself. Allow every deep breath to sink you that little bit deeper. And then both hands will find the mat to the inside of that left foot. Wiggle it out just a tiny bit. We'll find that flow again, dropping the knee out to the side, and then inhaling it back towards the shoulder. So exhaling to come to the outside of the foot and inhaling to plant the sole of the foot. Really nice. Let's just take one more. These are intense. And then your choice whether you'd like to hold this lizard stretch with the knee out or in, on fingertips, palms, or forearms. And a few breaths here, directing the breath to whichever part of the body needs it the most. Lifting your way back up onto your hands to find hands and knees. We'll tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. And just step it out a few times if you'd like. Sinking the heels. And then once again, let's take some big circles with the right knee. So really getting into it now, you might even speed it up and reversing your circle a few times. And then step that foot forwards once more, this time coming to a high lunge, keeping the back knee lifted and reaching the arms for the sky. Think about pressing back through that left heel and growing taller. And then let those hands frame the front foot. Take a big step forwards with the left foot to come into forward folds. Inhaling up halfway. Exhale to folds. And then inhale to stand up tall, bringing the right knee in towards the chest with you. So the arms can reach for the sky. And then exhale to let that go. We'll inhale the arms back to the sky. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, stepping the feet back into high plank. Holding here for a deep inhale. And exhale, lowering the body all the way to the mat. Inhaling to find your back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice. We'll take some circles this time with the left knee, beginning in one direction, whichever direction you'd like. You can reverse. And stepping that left foot forwards for high lunge. Back heel presses back, both arms reaching tall. Keeping some engagement in the glutes and the abs, and the front knee over the front ankle. Let those fingertips find the mat. Big step with the right foot to come forwards into your forward fold. Inhaling up halfway. Exhale to release forwards. And inhale to sweep the arms up. Take that left knee with you and pull it in towards your chest, working the hip flexors. Might even like to flex that foot. And then setting that foot down, and we flow. Inhale, the arms reach tall. Exhale, swan diving forward. Inhaling, lift halfway. Exhale, stepping back to plank. Hold here for the inhale. And exhale to lower, maybe halfway. Inhale to cobra or up dog. And exhale, this time child's pose. Sitting the hips back towards the heels. You can widen the knees if you'd like. Finding your breath. Maybe closing the eyes. Very slowly rolling yourself back up to a tall seat. Swing the legs out from underneath you, bringing them in front of the body, soles of the feet together, knees out wide for butterfly. You can stay propped up on your fingertips behind you. Maybe even give those knees a little bit of a shake. We'll come to deer pose by bringing the right leg behind you, so roughly 90 degrees in both knees, and twisting towards the right. So the fingertips of the right hand are supporting you behind you. The left hand could find the right knee or anywhere else that it may fall. And then we'll pull that right leg back to butterfly, shake it out. And deer pose on the second side, finding roughly your 90-degree angles, lengthening the spine, and eventually twisting towards the left. And again, you might notice if one side feels different, particularly if you are very prone to tight hips, like me. We'll come to a simple cross-legged position, and then take the upper body around in some circles. Going in one direction, getting into the lower back as well. And reversing that direction. Take your gaze with you, getting the neck involved. Finishing up that last circle to settle the upper body on top of those hips, which do so much for us. And all together, let's bring the hands to prayer in front of the chest. Thank you so much for joining me. I do have a free Tight Hips Fix video, which I would encourage you to check out by clicking the first link below this video. And I do hope to see you there. Have a wonderful rest of your day.